So, I forgot where I was. I had a phone ring, so I had to make this second video to finish this out. So let's go ahead and finish it. So if this, we want the angle that is complementary to angle 5. Complementary is 90 degrees, makes a right angle. So let's look at this angle right here. See how there's a red square right there? That means that it is 90 degrees. So we want something that makes this look like 90 degrees. So if angle 5 is right here, then just a second. Sorry about that. So then angle 6 would be its complement. Okay? Angle 6 is a complement to angle 5. But angle 6 is not a choice. So what other angle in this area is the same size as angle 6? Well, angle 3 is the same size as angle 6 because they are vertical angles, and we'll talk about vertical angles better in just a little bit. So angle 3 is your answer. Okay. What angle is complementary to angle EGF? So let's find EGF. EGF is right here. Complement is 90 degrees. So this angle right here would make this 90-degree angle. This angle right here is angle FGA. Remember, the vertex has to always be in the middle. So is FGA here? No, it's not. So that means that there's another angle in the picture that's the same size of FGA. Let's see if we can find it. And this right here, this angle is the same size as FGA, and it's angle CGD, which is there. Which angle is complementary to angle CDA? Here is CDA. This whole thing is 90 degrees. So its complement is the other angle, angle ADB. Which angles are congruent to each other? So let's see. On this, my best suggestion is to look to see what they give you, and I'm going to do that. Angles 3 and angle 8. Here is 3 and here is 8. Well, those obviously are not congruent because they are not the same size. They are not the same size because angle 3 is an acute angle, which means smaller than 90 degrees, and angle 8 is an obtuse angle, which means that it's way bigger than 90 degrees. So it's not 3 and 8. All right, let's look at 7 and 8. Here is 7 and here is 8. Again, angle 7 is acute, angle 8 is obtuse. Those are not going to be congruent. Okay, angle 1 and angle 7. On these pictures, the only ones that could be congruent are in those groups by themselves. So only 1, 2, 3, and 4 could be congruent, and 5, 6, 7, and 8 could be congruent. They're not going to be congruent to each other. So let's go back to the green. So 1 and 7 is not congruent. Let's look at 4 and 2. Okay. So finally we get one. Let me do that one in a different color. Okay. 2 and 4 are congruent. The reason that they are congruent is because they are vertical angles. The reason that they're vertical, let me draw 2 lines intersecting right here. Let's name them 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you have 2 lines that intersect, the angles that are across from each other are vertical angles. So 1 and 3 are vertical, and 2 and 4 are vertical, which means 1 and 3 are the same size and 2 and 4 are the same size. Since 2 and 4 are vertical angles right there, they are congruent. Okay, which angle is congruent to angle 3? Well, how big is angle 3? Angle 3 is 90 degrees. What other angle is 90 degrees? This angle right here is 90 degrees, angle 6. Mostly because they're vertical to each other. Which angle is vertical to angle 3? Here's angle 3, which means that this line and this line made angle 3. So if 3 is right here and 6 is right here, they are vertical to each other. Which angles are supplementary? Supplementary is 180, or a straight line. These are going to be a little bit more complicated because they're using letters and not numbers. So we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it step by step. Angle HCI. From H to C to I. From E to B to F. E, B, F. Okay. Those are not supplementary because those do not make a straight line. They're not even connected. Those cannot be it. Right? CHB, CHB, and BHL. Okay. See how both CHB and BHL used the same ray, the same side on one of them, and then the others are right there. I just made a straight line, which is supplementary, which means that it's 180 degrees. So that's your answer. Which angle is supplementary to angle CED? Here is CED. Supplementary basically means making the rest of the line. So watch this. So if here's our straight line, right? So if I went from A to finish out the line, then I would go to C because then they would share the same ray. So angle A, E, nope. Ugh. Sorry. I was trying to erase that and it doesn't like for me to see. It did it again. I strongly apologize. Let me go back. There we go. Oh my goodness. Y'all are just going to want to trash this video. there. All I wanted to do was make a C. All right, angle AEC. You could remember that you could also have said angle CEA. But you just can't put E because there is more than one angle with E as the vertex. What is an angle that is adjacent? Adjacent means next to. That's a 2. Okay. Angle CFE, from C to F to E. Name an angle that is adjacent to it. There is more than one correct answer. Okay? So, basically, it has to share a side. CF is a side and EF is a side. So, I could put CFB. I could have also put EFA. Okay? So, any of those would have worked more than that, but those are adjacent to it because they're sharing the same side. Which angle is vertical to angle 2? Here's angle 2. Vertical means opposite. So angle 5. I like it when they have the numbers. It's a whole lot easier. All right. Which angle is supplementary? 180 to FDG. FDG. There are 2 correct answers on this. This would be angle FDE, and then this one, which would be angle GDH, because they complete that line. That's what supplementary means. Which angles are supplementary to DFE? Where's DFE? Okay. Select all that apply so there might be more than one answer. So if I look at EFB, from E to F to B, that is supplementary because it finishes out that line. Okay. CFE. CFE. That is not supplementary because I did not finish a line out. EFA. Okay. I'm going to have to start over on this one because I honestly forgot which angle I was looking at. Okay, let's go back. DFE. EFA. EFA does not work because this yellow and this purple are not straight to each other. Last one, AFB, from A to F to B. Those are not supplementary, even though this right here is true. They did not meet in the middle. They didn't share a side, so those cannot be supplementary. Which angles are congruent to CFE? CFE. There's only going to be one. And it's going to be AFB because this and this are vertical to each other. That's the only one on that one. Which angles are congruent to each other? Select all that apply. So we have to do it step by step again. GCF, and DCE. Yes, those two angles are congruent because they are vertical. ECG, FCD. Yes, those two angles are vertical. They are congruent. HDI, EDC. Yes, those two angles are vertical, so those are congruent. Last one, IDE. This angle and AEB. No, they have nothing to do with each other. They're not even close to each other. Those are not congruent. So we had 3 that were congruent. Adjacent to each other. Okay. So BEC and CED. So when I did the orange here and then I did the second orange there, we shared this side. They are connected, so those are adjacent. AEB and BEC. See how the green went over the green? This side is in both of them. They are adjacent. They are connected. FAE, EAG. Side is connected, so that's true. GAH, EAG. Okay, so GAH, EAG, they share that side. Those are connected. They're adjacent. Which angles are congruent to each other? ECG, IDE. Okay, congruent means same or equal. This and this angle, I don't know if they're congruent. They kind of look like they are, but we cannot assume anything. So it's not going to be that one. AEB, DCE. Nope. CED, AEB, there we go. This angle and this angle, they are vertical. Vertical is always congruent. And since they don't have the little check boxes, once we get one, we're done. We don't have to check all that apply because there's only going to be one that applies. All right, last problem. This is a tough lesson, guys. It's going to take slow and steady on this one. Other than itself, which angle is congruent to angle EBF? EBF. Now the good thing on this one, we don't have to find the one that it is, because all we have to do is say which one it is. And so let's talk about it. So if we're looking at this angle right here, Congruent on these, basically you're looking for vertical for the most part. So which one is vertical? This one is. So you can either say angle GBC or angle CBG. You cannot just say angle G because, I'm sorry, that's totally wrong anyway. You wouldn't have said that anyway. You cannot say angle B because there's more than one angle that has B than you can't say B because there's more than one B as a vertex. All right, I'm done. This is a long lesson. Let me know if you need help.